Yo, what's up? Good morning, guys. I have been a little tardy with making this video. My apologies, but nonetheless, here we are. Mistakes, big and small, and also half mistakes. So there are mistakes that I would classify as those that change the meaning of what you're saying versus those that don't change the meaning. Big and small, actually, that's... Have a look at a mistake that, yes, it is a mistake, but it's a very, let's say, small, because it doesn't change any meaning whatsoever. For example, she don't. Yes, it should be she doesn't, but she don't, come on. And there are even areas in English-speaking countries where if you say she doesn't, that would be a mistake, because if you imagine a blues player, like dark-skinned, black, you would expect him to say she don't do it no more. Not really she doesn't do it anymore, because that would be a Cambridge professor, for example. And she doesn't would even be a mistake in some areas. How crazy is that? A second one might be a little bit controversial. I would say, for example, saying I have done it yesterday. I mean, of course it's a mistake. I did it yesterday, past simple. I have done it in my life experience. But when you say something like, I've done it yesterday or 2 days ago, of course, everybody knows what you mean. It's a mistake, perhaps even a big one, but the meaning is cool. I mean, you're not running the risk of like fucking anything up. And most likely everybody will know, yes, what he wanted to say was I did it, but he's learning English, obviously, or apparently he doesn't know past simple, present perfect rules, like, you know, what have you. So I've done it 2 days ago would be acceptable. I mean, wouldn't, but... And have a look at a couple of mistakes that change meaning, and actually what you end up saying is something else. My favorite example is I feel like shit versus I feel like shit. Have a look at that. I feel like shit. I'm not feeling very well. I feel like a shit. I want to go to the toilet. Chcę kupę. So imagine you are sitting in a meeting, a business meeting ideally, and you say, you know guys, I feel like a shit. Oh, please go ahead, we'll wait. That's not what you want to say. I feel like shit. Oh, what happened? Very common mistakes that change meanings with modal verbs. For example, you should do it versus I should have done it yesterday. And very often people say I should do it yesterday. No. That's a misleading one, because I wouldn't be sure if what you want to say is I should have done it yesterday, or I should do it tomorrow, or on a regular basis in my life. So should have done, could have done versus could. And then the answer to a negative question. Oh my god, that's confusing. Like, so don't you like apples? Yes. So it's like, kurwa, what do you mean? Don't you like apples? Yes. You mean that you do or you don't? Are you agreeing with liking them or agreeing with me that you don't like them? Because I'm asking you a negative question. And that's super confusing. That's a mistake. A funny one, but because it's so unclear. Don't you like apples? Yes, I do. No, I don't. That's as simple as that. You just answer with the truth. And then I would say there are half mistakes. They are considered to be mistakes, but even native speakers say them, make them, let's say. So who am I to say it's a mistake? Are you curious what they are? For example, a third conditional. If you would have told me that I blah blah blah, then I would have done. That's what natives say, and that's not correct. If you would have told me. Because we should use a different structure. If you had told me that I was going to be blah blah blah, then I would have done. If you had never said, not if you would have said, because would is reserved for the second part. Another one of my favorite ones, less people. So less people came to, there's less people in this room. Less is connected with uncountable. Less water, less time, fewer people. But now, mind you, something extremely interesting. Less people is a smaller mistake than saying less books. Because when you say the word books, you can fucking see it's plural. You have the S. So fewer books hits you. So when you say fewer books, it actually hits you between the eyes with a, much bigger force. When you say less people, that's kind of more acceptable because you can imagine people as a mass, like flowing out of a bus, like water from a distance. But it should be fewer because people are countable. Natives say less people. And then one more connected with plural, singular, countable, uncountable. There is a lot of people. What should be said is there are a lot of people in the room. There are 2 reasons why you should buy this car. But what do natives sometimes say? There is 2 reasons. Why? Because when you say something and when you speak rather fast, you say there's 2 reasons why you should do it. There's a lot of people. Somehow it's more natural, easier to say, perhaps. There are a lot of people. There are 2 reasons. There are. There are more mistakes in every group. So I've just only scratched the surface here. I just wanted to give you an idea of understanding mistakes. You can't really say that this is a mistake and this is not. Very often the borderline, kind of the division between what's right, what's not, is very fluid or blurry or flimsy or unclear or uncertain. And sometimes some things that are otherwise considered correct are incorrect in different contexts. Context is everything. So making mistakes is also a tricky business. I think on my channel, followed now by an amazing number of about 45 subscribers. Yeah, I think I'll make a cool, proper video about that. So look out for this one. And I have talked quite a lot, so it's time for me to get going and get on with my day. Have a good Saturday, guys. Speak soon.